host the biggest event yet at the Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Over 10,000 people will come. 10,000 people will learn from the greatest minds in business. 10,000 people will gain the knowledge to finally reach success in their life. Are you one of the 10,000?
10,000?
You should be. Do not stop yourself from what you deserve.
You do the middle class thing, you will be in mystery your entire life.
Get your ticket now at 10xgrowthcon.com. That's 10xgrowthcon.com.
All the great ones, dude, they all committed first, and then the creativity followed. Hey, Grant Cardone here. Welcome to Real Estate Investing Made Simple. Every Monday we come to you to talk about how I built this little portfolio. I know this looks like a little tiny book. This little book right here is worth what? What's it worth today, Captain Ryan? We don't look at
500.
550 million. I was going to say grand. 550 million grand, $1 million, $550 million. That's what's in this little book of business right here. I go to the bank and I'm like, it's in business right there. Okay, now what they like about this book, and the reason we talk about real estate in this show, the real estate we're talking about, okay, I'm not talking here about, let's say a $500,000, I'll use that number today, we'll just stay with that number. When you go to your bank and you say, look, I got a house worth 500 grand, the next question they're gonna ask you is what?
What was the question?
What do you owe on it? Okay, well, I owe 300 grand on it. Okay, good. So they're like, oh, you have $200,000 worth of equity. It's called equity. Okay, we're talking about a house here. This is a home, one home. What do I say about one door? Never own one door, baby. You rent one door and you own a bunch of them, okay? So like it looks to you like, oh, wow, we have money here. We have money here. You only have money there if there's a buyer. There's no money there. That's all made up. That's me right. This number was made up, okay? The value, the equity in your home is worth the same amount as me putting this marker on that board. Nothing. Because you're not selling it today. And by the way, you couldn't sell it today if you wanted to. Now let me give you another example here. Let's say we had $500,000 worth of units over here. Units. Let's say there was only 4 of them, even though I hate the 4-unit thing. You know I hate it because it doesn't produce enough income, okay? And it's the same energy to buy 40 units as it is 4 units. So I'm always telling people, look, go big. So check it out. The bank's going to say, what over here? What do you owe on it? Oh, I owe $300,000 on these 4 units. Okay, good. Oh, that's awesome. You have $200,000 worth of equity. But there's a different part of the equation right here. And this is why I tell you, constantly tell you, contrary to what your parents said, what happens here, man? The place is crazy, okay? Your parents say this is a good deal, okay? Because you get to wait 30 years, and 30 years from now, this will be paid for. You'll owe nothing. You can live at a place where, you know, and this is cheaper than renting and all that whole conversation y'all have. But there's one question that the bank can ask you over here. How much equity do you have? But there's one more question the bank can ask you over here, which is what?
Income.
What is the cash flow of that property? Okay, what is the income invested? Oh, we make $30,000 a year in positive cash flow from that property. Okay, now let me give you one other part of the example that the banker won't have anything to do with until it's too late. 2009 comes again. It's year 2019. Maybe that's when it's going to be. It's 2019, and all of a sudden the market freaking crashes again, okay? The world goes to hell. Who knows what it was? Cyber attack, ISIS goes international, you know. There's an ISIS attack in 17 Whole Foods on a Monday morning across the nation, okay? All different cities and states. All of a sudden, the whole freaking marketplace seizes up. 3 casinos in Vegas get bombed. 17 car dealerships around the country. There's a freaking, like, something terrible happens, right? All of a sudden, nobody wants to go outside. They're terrified to go to the grocery store. What happens to the value of that house now? By the way, your house was on the market. You were selling it because you wanted to get your equity. What happens to the value? Nobody's buying anything, okay? You can't sell this. Why? Because the person that has to buy this has to pay for this, okay? Guarantee this will still sell. Why? Because the person that buys this will get income from this. This is the basic difference between a house and a bunch of places to rent. Okay? And that's why your daddy said, never rent, never rent, never rent, never rent. Don't rent. Okay? But if you listen to what your daddy said, don't rent. The only person that makes money is the landlord. If you wouldn't have got stuck on the first part of it, you would have understood all that was your daddy saying, be a landlord. Okay? Now, for those of you that are already landlords, I want to share with you today, and I just had a couple of coaching sessions today with people that have this situation here. They have 4 units right now. In fact, they have 4 units. And I basically showed them a way to put their 4 packages together or put their 4 units together and increase the value of the portfolio, okay? And what that is this right here. It's called a portfolio. You want to ultimately build a portfolio of business. This book is a portfolio. Okay? This book is not 1 deal, 2 deals, 3 deals. This is a bunch of deals. And when I sell this book, I'll probably sell the whole book of business. One of the things we're doing at Cardone Capital right now, Cardone Acquisitions, and our real estate company, is we're putting a portfolio together so I can go to the boys in New York or Chicago and say, look what I got, boys. Look what I got, okay? They're not looking at 1 deal or 2 deals. What are they looking for? They're looking for the bottom line of a bunch of deals all put together that are being operated, that are functional, that are taken care of. You will always get more money for a portfolio than you will a single deal. That's my point. You got 1 house, you got 4 units, or you got 4 4-unit complexes. When you can package those together and bring them to the marketplace, your marketplace, Utah, Dallas, wherever you are, you bring together a portfolio, you're going to be better off. We got callers on the phone. We got real estate investors excited. I'm jacked up. Let's make some money on this Monday. Don't you go no place.
Are you an accredited investor with $350,000 in the bank, liquid, earning less than 0.5%? Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. I started with $350,000 years ago investing in multifamily income-producing real estate, and today that real estate is worth over $550 million. That's right, over $500 million that pays me every single month returns of 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, and even 25%. I want you to come partner with me at CardoneCapital.com. If you love real estate, you like passive income, you like positive cash flow, if you like appreciation over long periods of time, if you're willing to be patient, let me go to work for you. Come invest with me. CardoneCapital.com/invest now. This is only accredited investors, $350,000 liquid in the banks. Come invest with me now at CardoneCapital.com/invest now.
Get your marketing and copy right the first time and save your company from a $60,000, $70,000, $100,000 mistake, because you can utilize what you have already, generate leads, and make more money. You have to simplify the process and keep it simple, and that's what we do at Pixel 506. We will outthink your competition, create the fastest, most effective marketing and web design, and grow your business with leads and effective top-notch marketing strategies. Turn that $60,000, $100,000 mistake into $1 million profit. Sign up now at pixel506.com. If you are a business owner who needs custom software solutions through Amazon Web Services to automate, speed up, and enhance your business so you can focus on what you do best, which is grow your company, let Nico's Computer Engineering get you started today. With a free consultation, CEO and owner Tim Clark has spent the last 10 years building custom software for companies around the United States. Whatever your need is, whatever industry, if you need efficiency, Tim Clark can help you. Nico's Computer Engineering knows that you value speed to market. That's why we have the fastest turnaround and software implementation on the planet. If you want to get started with Nikos, go to nikosce.com. That's nikosce.com to get started right now.
Welcome back to Real Estate Investing Made Simple. My name's Grant Cardone. I do this every Monday. Every Monday, I come in, take my jacket off, okay? Look, I got 6 callers on. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about income property. If you're not in the game yet, I'll help you in the game. This we do every Monday. Me and Captain Ryan, Real Estate. Ryan, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing amazing. See, now, Real Estate, Ryan, how many apartments did you have, buddy, when you were big real estate tycoon?
I had 18 apartments and 3 houses.
He had 18 apartments, okay? Now, the way he should have done that when he sold those deals is he should have put the 18 and the 3 together and called it a portfolio and then looked for a dentist, a chiro, or a lawyer, even though I hate doing business with lawyers. I'd hate to be doing that for a living too, okay? But I would have sold the 21 as a package, okay? Basically, all you would do is make sure 21 have some similar look. Okay, it could be the landscaping. Maybe all of them have, I don't know, what kind of flowers y'all have over there?
Cactus.
Cactus. They have cactus, and then maybe I put some little yellow flower at the front door of these 21 units and gives them a similar McDonald's, Starbucks kind of standard look, right? So maybe they all have red doors, whatever. Maybe they all have, hey, welcome to, this is a happy living property. Whatever, it could be, literally, it could be a $5 stick in front of the front door saying, welcome to happy living in Tucson, Arizona. Were you in Phoenix or something?
Phoenix, yeah.
Oh, he was in a high dollar.
And we did this. Remember we talked about this? I actually sold half of them off because I listed them in 2 places. The first one was as a portfolio, and the second way was individual.
Yeah.
And so half of them actually got sold off as a portfolio, and I was able to.
Yeah. Now, did you get a better cap rate, a lower cap rate, a higher value for the portfolio?
I did.
Always.
Half of it I did. Yep.
Okay. Now he probably sold them individual because it was a little lazy on his part, or he couldn't coordinate it, or whatever. Or somebody picked 1 or 2 off. Like, I just want that one. But if you could accumulate these together, okay, what happens is when I can put a package together, basically a financial statement, rather than having 21 financial statements, right? I would basically take the 21 and combine it as one big financial statement. And I'm gonna look at the bottom line. How many people always say, just show me the bottom line?
Right.
They buying a car. How much is it gonna cost me? I'm fixing my plumbing. How much is it gonna cost me? What's the bottom line gonna be? What else are you gonna add? What's gonna happen, right? So particularly in real estate, what the investor is looking at is the bottom line, right? What's the bottom line on the deal? So I would take the 21 properties. I would definitely, like I have them in my book, every property is a different one. Okay, but the front page has a bottom line. My NOI on this property, I talk about NOI every Monday. The NOI on this property is 10 million. This is an old NOI. Oh, that's the cash flow. I'm sorry. The NOI on this property is.
That's the cash flow. I'm sorry.
How much is the
25 million.
On the NOI?
25 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show right here. I'm going to say
gross is over 50.
$25 million NOI, right? Okay, and that's going to go to $50 million this year.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, and so now I don't have to get into the little nuances of every deal. Mm-hmm. Will they want to inspect every deal? Yes. Will they need to get a loan on every deal? Yes. Will they need to buy every deal? Yes. But now I'm going for a professional buyer. That's code for I still don't know what I'm doing. They're just bigger.
Yep.
Right. There's a dentist now. You can get an investor's attention rather than selling one-offs. You will now find one guy to buy all 21 deals, and he'll go get 21 different loans, not you. And you'll cash out, and you'll get a premium because you had a portfolio.
And where I've seen this work really well is for single-family houses. Because if you think about it for a second, on a single-family house, if you go and put a renter in there, right?
Yeah.
Say you're collecting single-family houses.
Yeah. You
put a renter in there.
Yeah.
You go and list one single-family house.
Yeah.
Who's typically your buyer?
Yeah.
It's a family, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So if you have 20 of these houses that are all rented out, now you package them all together with 20 units. Now who's the buyer, right?
Yeah. So what Ryan's saying right there, let's say you have a house right there. You got a house right here, $75,000, and you got another house over here is $75,000, right? And you got another house over here is $75,000. You're better off selling these houses as $225,000 as a portfolio that produce income, okay, than selling individual 3 houses. You want to sell to an investor because an investor will value the home more than some family living in the house. A family living in the house is insecure. They're not confident. They don't know what they're doing. They're going to get advice from a bunch of people, and they're buying it to live in it. It's only worth so much to them. This guy that's buying it for what? The income,
yield,
the yield, the yield, the return on investment. He is buying it for money. He doesn't mind paying a little more. If you knew the stock was going to go up, would you care if you paid a little more? No. Okay. So the guy that's in the house that's just using the house can only pay so much for the house.
Question 2 from
please,
Facebook.
Please, Captain Ryan, please.
So they're actually in the process of selling a 3-plex.
Who is this?
It's
our friends on Facebook. By the way, I want to give a big shout out while he comes to the census to all the people that are sharing on Facebook and Instagram. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Otis, Benjamin, Emilio. Let's Learn English. That's, by the way, somebody's name. Tony Mora, Dave Robards, get on the phone, son. Jermaine, Joshua, Jarvis, thank you so much. Go. What's the question?
All right.
So for Adrian, coming out of Long Beach, California, says, hey, we're in the process of selling a 3-plex. We want to 1031 it. Their counsel, whether it's their CPA or attorney, is saying they cannot 1031 exchange out of the state.
That's not true. Completely false. Okay? Your counsel's an idiot. All right, that's completely false. 1031 is comes from a federal tax return, okay? It's a federal IRS regulation. Why would it be state specific? Okay, it's a like-kind exchange. 1031 means like-kind exchange. If I was in income producing, by the way, some councils will tell you that you can't go from a shopping center to an apartment, can't go from an apartment to an office building, can't go from an office back to the shopping center. That's not even true. It's a like-kind exchange. Anything that produces income, okay? I've gone from single-family homes, sold it, had $9 million, transferred that $9 million into an apartment portfolio. One was a single-family home, had never been rented ever in the history of that home, okay? I bought it as a rental. By the way, I rented it for myself. I bought the home, rented the home, took the equity out of that house, and bought a 1,000-unit portfolio. Again, back to a portfolio. There was 38 buyers for it because people value portfolios, right? The big guys want bulk. So that lawyer, what's the people's names? Adrian. Okay, your counsel. I'm not going to give him an A, B, C, D, E, or F on his grade. I'm going to give him an I. I's for an idiot. Igmo Reynes. Tell him I said it. And I love him, by the way.
It takes motivation, trial and error, and a decision to be successful. Drive is required. It's time to get it right. Are you a small business who has employees that need health insurance? No problem. We at AG Capital have a brand new solution for you. AG Capital is a nationwide healthcare broker who works with every insurance and every healthcare provider to get you, the business owner, the best rates and the best protection for your employees. AG Capital will immediately show you how to add profit to your bottom line and show you, the employee, how to get a cheaper premium. Register now at agcapitalgroup.com. That's agcapitalgroup.com. Are you tired of buying ads? How much would 5 times more visitors from search engines like Google or Bing do for your business? Link Research Tools helps you increase that free organic traffic, with companies like Hertz, MTV, and LinkedIn have increased their revenue as much as 600% using Link Research Tools. We have offerings to get your business to become the dominant force on the internet. The secret of internet traffic is what we give you. We convert that traffic into cash flow for your business. Learn more at linkedresearchtools.com. That's linkresearchtools.com and sign up now.
Hey, welcome back. Grant Cardone here. Grant Cardone with Cardone Capital. I have 6 callers on every Monday from beautiful Miami Beach. And by the way, if you're coming to Florida to visit, we just had some people come in from Poland. They're like, we're going to hang out in Miami, and if we want to do some business with you, and if we don't do it with you, we're going to go travel around Florida. Look, folks, if you come to Miami, you've seen the best of Florida. You don't need to see anything else. This is the only reason to come to Florida. Miami is hot, it's humid, and it's awesome, okay? So we love it for all those reasons. And we also love the real estate here because it is almost impossible to build affordable apartments here. I love it also for that reason. A lot of water, a lot of beauty, a lot of beautiful skies, a lot of beautiful storms coming in. Today we're talking about real estate. We're talking about portfolios, how to build a portfolio, how to maximize your returns. And there was a question on the break about the 1031 from Long Beach. Gentleman selling a house or an investment for $700, bought an investment. It was sold for $750. They had a $500,000 loan. I'm making all this up. There was $200,000 worth of equity. Can they 1031 into another deal? And what does that mean? A 1031 is basically an exchange that allows the seller of this property, you, to move into another property, to move from A to B. This is called like kind. Like kind doesn't mean it's the same color. It doesn't mean it's in the same neighborhood. It does not mean it's even in the same state, by the way. It could probably be out of the country. I'd have to check on that, but I bet it could be, okay? As long as there's a like kind exchange, there is a time frame. You have to do this within 6 months, okay? You got to go from A to B, okay? Now, the only like kind I need when I do this produced income and that produces income, and I'm covered. I've been audited on that, by the way, and won. So, counsel, give that guy an eye, okay? 750. Now, the next exchange must be 750 grand or more. Could be 7 million, by the way. I could do 2 or 3. I could have another property here, B. I could have another C property. I could sell a portfolio and go into a whole nother portfolio. I've done that before. Okay. By the way, I've never paid any taxes on my real estate gains. Okay.
But it's not tax abate, or it's not tax.
Tax deferred. It's tax deferred. It's not tax avoidance. It's tax deferred. When do I defer to?
Maybe forever.
Dude, I'm gonna defer until the next nuclear freaking devastation of planet Earth. Okay, by the time I pay taxes, the world won't even be here anymore. They're going to be like, boom, they're going to nuke the whole planet. A meteor is going to hit. It's going to be that D-Day, Independence Day thing. The freaking people are going to come in and take over the planet. And I'm be like, I didn't pay my taxes. I got away with that shit. Boom. Okay. So the like kind, the 1031. Oh, by the way, why would I want to defer? Because I have more money to play with in the process, okay? So it's got to be 750 grand or more. I got to have at least $500,000 worth of debt. By the way, that's the big thing right here. It's the debt's the kicker. And you can't touch this 200. Any portion of this boot, this cash that you touch is going to be taxed, okay? So that's the play here. Now, why do I want to do this? Because I want to keep using my equity. When you when you make a $200,000 gain on Wall Street and you sell the stock, they're going to whack you. You're going to pay your taxes. So 200 is not 200 when you go into your next investment, right? I just sold $700 to $1,000 worth of Lazy Boy stock. I think I made 600 grand on it. They're probably going to take 20% of that out of there. 120 is going to come out of my gain. I can't roll that into another deal. In this deal, what do I get to do? I get to roll and go buy more real estate. All of it rolls, and I want to keep rolling. I've been doing that for 25 years rolling. My first deal made $3 million. I rolled it. None of it was taxed. Okay, I rolled the whole $3 million. It buys a bigger deal. I make some money on that deal, buys a bigger deal. Next thing you know, I got 4 or 5 deals. Maybe I package them together, portfolio, boom, boom into another deal. I did that. You get it? So I'm not getting taxed along the way. I don't mind getting taxed later. I'm not touching that money that I can work with. I can grow that money, right? So the snowball, you know, what a rock going down the hill. What's that song? Collects no moss or something? It actually does. Collects a lot of stuff and gets bigger and bigger. It snowballs and it gets bigger and it gets bigger, and that's how you get rich. Okay? And then maybe when I get rich enough, then the next administration will be like, Grant, we want you for economics. Okay? By the way, Tilson just did this. The head of Exxon. He's worth, I don't know, $400, $500, $600 million. He says, I'd like to work for the administration. And you know what the government does? They forgive all his taxes. Because he's going to work for the government. Okay, dude, here. No taxes from you. Because you're going to work for Trump for 3 or 4 years and travel the world. Put it off, man. Put it off. Okay, let's talk to some callers. I want to talk to Captain Ryan. I want to talk to callers.
Well, no, and I just want to add, because, you know, some guys have a single-family house or a fourplex.
Yeah, they do.
They shouldn't get caught up in the 1031 exchange. I know a lot of people get caught up. Sometimes it's better to pay the taxes and move into a bigger deal that maybe you can't 1031. Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
You should always 1031 though if you can, you know? But if you can't, if you need to sell your deal to come in my deal in the Cardone Capital, look, we're going to make money on my deals. See, when we go into a marketplace, I don't look for one deal. I'm looking for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 deals. Why? I'm going to go to Houston and buy 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deals. You can't do that. I'm going there and buying scale. How do you think I'm leaving Houston? Portfolio. I'm either going to leave because I control I'm either never going to leave because I control the neighborhood. That means I control the rents. That means we're going to make a lot of money. Okay? Or I'm going to make the people around me suffer. We did that up in North Florida. Okay? I bought a bunch of stuff. Okay? I basically took a neighborhood and I bought all this stuff around it. Okay? This deal comes up over here, right here. I pushed the guy. There was 6 guys bidding on the deal. I stayed in the deal to the end. I told Ryan, I said, Ryan, we're going to push this guy until he chokes himself. Okay? He's like, what do you mean, man? I said, we're not going to buy the deal. We're just going to keep pushing the guy until he commits suicide in the marketplace. Okay? This guy paid so much money for this deal. I pushed him all the way to the edge. He finally boom, he did it. Now, what does he have to do with that property? I own everything in the neighborhood, by the way.
Increase rents.
He has to increase rents, or I buy this from him in 3 years. So that's why you want to own scale. You want to scale. That's why so many people, like my brother, my sister, my mother-in-law, a bunch of people that I do business with have invested in Cardone Capital because they know I'm a shrewd dude. They know I'm going in. I'm not buying one thing over here because I just want to buy one thing. They know, hey, he's buying that one thing because he thinks he's going to make some money. Are we on Monday? Monday. Let's talk to some callers. I hope I got some good questions.
I got Parish and Philly.
Because I don't want to give you an I, Parish. And we all know what I stands for. What's up?
Hi, Grant. Thank you so much for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Tell me about do you own real estate or are you trying to buy it? What's the deal?
I'm trying to buy. I sent Ryan at CardoneAcquisitions.com a few of the deals that I'm looking at right now.
Okay.
What deal do you want to start with?
I'd like to start with Yorkshire Court, the first deal I think 30 units, 1.85 million.
30 units, 1.5 million.
1.85.
1.85. Yep. Now, you know why they put that 5 in there, right?
No, I don't.
Well, they don't either.
Oh, that was a good one, G.
It's all made up, man.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, how much should we price the property? So don't get all lost in it, right? But when they say we have to have that amount, we must have that amount, that we will not sell it for less than that. Just remember, they were sitting around a coffee table, they were in a car, they were driving up to the office somewhere, and they're like, how much you want to ask for it? That's how everybody comes up with a number. For everything. It's all made up. So whatever they tell you. Yep. So and what's the NOI? Do you know the NOI on the property?
Yeah, so, the NOI, they're stating it's $125,000 and 800, but I took it to someone who I'm trying to partner with to get a loan on it.
Yeah.
And they made a good point that they might be a little light on their stated repairs maintenance fees. They're using a 5% figure, but since this is a bit of an older building built in 1940,
Yeah.
The potential lender is suggesting we use something closer to 10%, which I think makes sense.
Okay.
So that 125 would come down to 110 before capital reserves.
Okay, because you think that there's deferred maintenance.
That's what I mean.
You think they haven't been
lender-
spending enough money on the property, basically? Is that what you're saying?
Potentially, yeah. And I think
Good. So let me just tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, okay? Well, they either are or they aren't, right? So
Yeah.
if they're not spending money on the maintenance, if they're deferring the maintenance, let me tell you what else has also been deferred that nobody ever talks about. It's an inverted concept. If they've not spending money on the property, they've also not been able to raise the rents. So the moment that you start spending the appropriate amount on the property, you will be able to raise the rents.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just take the numbers you have. Okay, you want to whack this by how much?
I think the NOI is probably closer to 110.
Okay, good. You want to do 110?
Using a 10% maintenance estimate.
Okay, all right. And what was the trailing 12 gross revenue from the property? That is the total collected.
$276,000.
276.
Yeah.
That's what they did in the last 12 months?
Yes. That is. So I've been harassing the broker to get me the trailing 12. He has not given it to me yet. I've asked him multiple times, but based on the current rent roll, it is $275,945 effective gross income.
276, right? Yeah. Good. So, I mean, the basic rule of thumb we have around here is this. Half of it's going to go to expenses. How big is this deal? 30 units?
So right now, yes. So right now
He's
on
excited.
the offering memorandum, they're using a 45%.
I think that's legit, dude. I think that's more than you need to spend, but there's a couple ways to figure that out. Okay, this is his expenses, right? So his expenses, if I put 30 units into 130,000, that's about $4,500. What city are you in?
It's in Drexel Hill. It's a suburb of Philadelphia.
Okay, good. So you gotta ask yourself $4,500 per unit per year. Does that cover it? I think it probably does. Okay. Now I'm at 100.
It's 45%. The NOI is 45% of the EGI.
Okay, so it's 55%. So you're saying this number is going to be more like 140. Okay, that leaves me at a 136 NOI when I work it out here. You got a 110, so I know I'm somewhere in the neighborhood. I think if you manage the place...
I'm so sorry, Grant. I think there's a misunderstanding. I apologize. Expenses as percent of EGI on the OM is 54.4%.
Okay, again, so what is that number?
Yeah.
Just give me the dollar.
They are writing on the OM net operating income $125,000, 812.
Okay. So 276 times. So we're always, the point I'm making is we're always going to be in that range. Let's say it's 151, okay? Because you're not getting the numbers from them anyway. And by the way, this is a small deal, so they're not always going to be accurate. So now I'm at $125,000 NOI, but you want to whack it because you don't think they're spending enough. I frankly think they are spending enough. They're spending $5,000 a unit per year. I mean, I don't know what else you're going to spend stuff on. I can do carpets, kitchens, paint, toilets, and resurface the bathroom and probably put some decent cabinets up, at least the door front of the cabinets, for $5,000 a year. So I don't think you're spending that much money. By the way, I don't know why you would be unless these people are moving in and out because they're drug addicts. And again, that would also tell me, hey, I can raise the rents there once I get rid of the junkies. Junkies don't overpay, bro.
It's also built in
1945. I track you.
Okay, 1945 doesn't bother me at all. By the way, I'd rather something older than something brand new. Okay? I'll buy a brand new deal, but I want to be at replacement.
Can I ask why is that?
Because at some point, man, I mean, if it's done right and it was old, I know older buildings that are nicer than newer buildings.
Yep, it's like an airplane.
You know?
Yep, you trust it. It's trusted.
You know, so look, I was in a building 10 years old. We're going to buy them both. But I was in a market. I was looking at a deal. It was 10 years old. I went to a deal that was brand new, and I'm like, dude, I'd rather pay the same money for the older deal than that newer deal because it was just better quality. Yeah. So, and by the way, they're all going to be 10 years old sooner or later, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, are they all going to be 100 years old? No. You got one that's 100 years old and still working.
Yep.
So it's like, it's trusted, man. It's like an older woman. Yeah. She knows what she's doing. Yeah. Okay, so check it out. Now, let's just go to the value here. $125. You're going to go get a loan on this deal at $1.8 million. See how many different, we got a bunch of callers on the phone. At 185, I'm going to put 30% down on this deal. So I'm going to put down 500 grand. I know it's not quite 500, dude. I'm just making it up, right? I'm going to finance 1350. I'm going to pay them their full price. 1350 is going to cost me about $96,000 a year. 81,000. Okay. 81,000 bucks a year in debt, principal and debt, unless I can get an interest-only loan. I'm going to make $44,000 a year. I put $500,000 down. It gives me 9% a year. I'm not doing that deal. It was built in 1945, bro. I like the deal, but if it's 100 years old, I need it to pay me more than 9% a year. It's a little deal too. So, is it a good? Let me ask you this though, before I say that for sure. How good's the location?
Good look. I like the location. It's a couple miles from the city, and I think there's job growth.
Okay, but how much do you like the location?
I like the location.
Okay, you see, that's not, dude, it's freaking unbelievable. You got to learn to listen to what people are telling you. Like, now, if it's unbelievable, 9% is freaking phenomenal, okay? If it's a good location, how many other deals do you have in your pipeline to look at?
How many deals have I looked at, or how many deals that I'm currently
How many deals do you have other than this deal?
The two other ones that I sent Ryan.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, what you need to do is get another 12 deals in addition to that. So,
okay, how do I do that?
Dude, you need to look. You need to fill up your pipeline. You need to keep. This is what everybody asks me. They're like, man, I found one good deal. Can you find a second one, a third one, a fourth one, a fifth one, a sixth one? No.
Yeah.
Then, dude, you can't play the game yet, man. Okay. Like you don't take home the last girl leaving the club is not the one you want to take home, man. You're gonna get home and find out she ain't got but one leg. You might find out she's not even a girl. Get home like, oh, you got a mustache. Man, you don't want to take the only thing left in the market, right? You need choices.
Right,
you need options, right? Because by the way, some of these deals you guys are going to do are going to be more than a marriage.
Could I ask you two questions?
Yeah, please, man.
Would you do this deal at 1.6 million?
Well, 110,000. This is a great question. Captain Ryan knows my answer. 100 grand will never make. The question you should be asking is, could you pay 100 more and do the deal? Not 100 less and pay the deal.
Definitely would not pay 100 more to do the deal.
Okay, well, if you won't pay another 100 for the deal, you shouldn't buy the deal. Every deal I do, I would be willing to pay another 100 for.
Yeah.
Okay. You shouldn't.
Okay.
Maybe in that number, it'd be like 10 grand because the deals we do are $50 million.
Now, what you could do though, dude, once you put that deal under contract, tell them what I'm gonna say right now. Once you put that deal under contract at 1.850, man, get you a 30-day look, get you a 30-day due diligence, and then find out about the fleas and the ticks and the chlamydia, and then go back in and pay them 1.4. Pay them 1.4 for the deal. Once you find out it's got AIDS, I'm just saying, man. This is business, man. This is business.
Would you recommend I do that?
I recommend everybody do that if you love it. If you love it, but if you don't love it, go find you another deal. But you got to start making offers too. Let's go to the next caller. Okay. Hey, good luck on that, by the way. See, there's a lot, folks. There's a lot to this real estate game that people don't get. Okay. By the way, once he gets his 30 units, okay. And by the way, this guy's in a good position to be able to even consider buying a deal, putting $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 down. That's the kind of callers we got. That's the kind of people that watch this show. Okay, go ahead.
All right, I got Mark in Virginia.
Come on, VA. What's up?
Mr. Cardone, how are you?
Man, I'm doing better now that you're on the phone, bro. Okay.
Well, look, I appreciate it. I actually called you a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about selling. You have to sell your whole portfolio, how you do it, and I really appreciate it. I used this show as a college class, and I use it as a professor. I have to say, I tune in. I love it. I can't thank you enough for what you do for everybody. I really
appreciate you too, brother. Appreciate you too. What's your real estate question?
Yeah, I got a big question. I got two. Number one, how did you avoid the bank when everything hit the fan? How did you have yourself structured beforehand to where you were safe? How did you negotiate with the bank? How do you deal with that?
Okay, so I think he's asking me about my banking relationships.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
by the way, knock that brown off your nose, dude. Okay,
I mean, how did you structure it when everything fell out in 2008? Like, how did you structure the deal to where you didn't get hit hard?
Okay, so first of all, you need banking relationships. Okay. You guys all need to get banking relationships. The bank is your partner. My best partner is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So people that invest with me in my deal, they're like, how many partners do you have? Now, dude, the right question is, who's your biggest partner? My biggest partner is Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae, I owe Fannie Mae $350 million right now. Okay, I go to sleep at night, I'm like, God, thank you so much for all my blessings today. Thank you for Elena. Thank you for the kids. And Fannie Mae, in case you guys are up there listening, thank you. Okay. I don't know who made Fannie Mae. Maybe Fannie Mae, maybe God. God made Fannie Mae. I don't know. I'm a little. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae are basically the largest commercial lenders in the world. They're the largest real estate lenders in the world. They busted out in 2009. They went bankrupt. Okay, and the government basically just said, let's make it all work again. It's all made up, man. All this stuff's made up. All the money's made up. I've never seen any of the money. They give me a loan. Nobody ever brings in $350 million and shows it to me. Like, I've never seen any of this money. We just bought a deal for $30 million. You know, I put $7 million down. I never saw the $7 million. The buyer didn't see the $7 million. Fannie never saw the $7 million. Nobody ever saw the $30 million. I'm like, guys, has anybody seen any money in this transaction? Because all I see is a bunch of paper moving back and forth. I talked to the buyer, the seller, the broker, the lien holder, the Fannie Mae. I talked to the lawyer on the deal. Has anybody seen $1 in this transaction? Not one person said, yeah, they saw any money. Okay? So it's all, what is it? I don't know. It's magic. It's David Copperfield. But you need those relationships with banks, which means, you know, you need a great reputation with paying people, right? Now, how do you make sure that you pay people? There's one way to ensure that what you're buying, you will not lose. And this is what saved me in 2009. Income. Cash flow. Cash flow is the holy grail of real estate investing. Positive cash flow. So in 2009, I guess it was 2007. 2007, the world started coming apart. 2008, now we know nobody's in denial anymore. And now the banks are like, my loans are due. I had $42 million worth of loans that were due at that time from one bank. Okay, one bank. The bank's like, hey, they're due, okay? This is what they said. You've matured. Your loans have matured. Yeah, I know. I'm a mature person. And number two, have I ever missed a loan? Have I ever missed a payment? Have I ever been late? No. Good. And they all got income, right? Yeah. Good. See, they had positive cash flow, right? I was making, I don't know, $500,000 worth of cash flow off this debt. Probably more than that. Okay, at the time, a month. So the world's come to hell, man. All these properties went down in value, okay? First of all, your loans have matured. Number two, you're in technical default. Why am I in technical default? Because the property's values, the PVs had dropped because the world had changed, right? These values, by the way, are what? They're all made up, man. Yesterday they were way up here. Now they're way down here because the certainty of the world had changed. The properties weren't any different. My cash flow was the same. And the loans had matured. So the bank comes to me. This is where you got to know your game. Hey, man, you're matured. Yeah, I know that, man. Thank you. First person that ever said I was matured was my bank. Your loans have matured. Thank you. I've been waiting for somebody to tell me I was mature. No, Grant, your loans have matured. Yeah? So what? And by the way, you're in technical default. What's that mean? I don't even know what that means. Like, what is that code for? Okay? Why are you trying to scare me? Don't be using big words with me, man. Okay? Okay, I got to give you an eye for that. Okay? Okay? There's like your PVs went down. The whole world's PVs went down, dude. Don't be stupid, okay? Your values went down, by the way, okay? It says it in the loan document that's like 500 pages long. Hey, man, if the value of your properties hit X, we can technically default your loans. Good, good, that's great, man. Dude, the whole world was worth less money, okay? Trump was worth less money. Putin was worth less money. The United States was worth less money, all right? Have I ever missed a freaking payment with you? Grant, the loans are matured. Have I ever missed a payment? Have I ever been late? Dude, go pick on somebody else, man. Why are you talking to me right now? Here's what you need to know. Banks do not call people that are late. Banks call people that can pay, okay? And I said, bite my dick. I pay. This is what we're going to do, okay? Okay? This is what we're going to choke on it, in fact, okay? All right? Okay? I said, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to escrow this money from now on. Okay? This is where you need a strong team member. Okay? This is where you need, you don't need a company now. You need one guy that's willing to go to war. I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit paying you right now. Okay? Next month, I've done this before and pulled it off. I'm going to start escrowing this money right now. What do you mean? We're going to escrow to another account until this is settled. Okay? What do you mean? I've been paying your loans every month. I'm not paying them anymore. Okay? You obviously don't value me paying you. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay? We're going to make the technical default a real default, RD. That's TD to RD. Okay? We're going to do a real default. I ain't paying you anymore, dude. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to escrow the money over there so that when you take me to court in 2010 or 2011, by the way, it'll take that long, we're going to go to the judge. We're going to get a jury, and we're going to say, hey, big bank, big-ass, multi-billion-dollar bank is calling a default on a guy that pays every month, never miss, and by the way, started escrowing the money over here. The escrow account has the money, okay? See what I'm saying? So that means you got to have cash flow to do that. You got to have positive cash flow to do that. Don't get over leveraged, buy great properties, and be able to stick with them for as long as it takes. That's why our fund, Cardone Capital, there's a 10-year time horizon on this. Probably won't be 10 years before we sell the properties. But by the way, it could be 10 years and I'll be like, Charlie, we're not selling this year, dude. I know this is the year. I'm not doing it. I don't feel it. The marketplace isn't right. So I have the single only person in the company that can say, I'm going to go, we're going to push it out until it feels right. I make money, period. I don't want time, 2009, 2019, 2029, determine whether me and my partners make money on a deal or not. Nor do I want a bank that's made a bunch of bad loans to a bunch of bad people that can't freaking finance themselves and can't discipline themselves. I don't want a bad bank to tell me when my loans due. Last part of the story. The bank failed. I didn't. The bank went out of business. They don't exist anymore, and I still do. Okay? New bank came in. I paid them off. We settled everything 2 years later, just like I said. I didn't get sued. They didn't find me. The world's well. Everything's good. And we didn't lose any money. By the way, I sold all my properties and made money. Next caller.
Right. David in Tampa.
David, what's up, buddy? Great marketplace to be in right now, man. A lot of job growth in Tampa, bro. Tampa, Orlando. I mean, all of Florida is just going to keep rocking. I'm looking at the Panhandle right now. If you can't find deals there, I'm thinking about moving west.
Hello?
Yo, go, 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 go. Didn't hear a word I said.
Hey, Grant.
Yeah, what's up?
Hello?
What's up, man?
Hey, Grant. So this is David. I have a few deals over here in Tampa, Florida, actually in the Tampa Bay area. So I want you to take a look at these deals and tell me what you think about it.
Tell me. Give me your favorite one, man. Okay, next caller. Man, I want those two deals that David's got in Tampa, too.
Martin in Queens, New York.
Martin, what's up, man? What's up, Martin? What? I didn't see it. It's a new deal? I didn't see it. What's happening? We got a call? Okay, good. All our callers are gone? Wow, man, those people held on that long and then quit. I got to give you guys cues. Okay? We good? Okay, so look, today, what'd you learn today? What'd you learn today? Okay? If you have 3 or 4 or 5 units, man, put them together and sell them as one deal. Do not sell them as 5 deals. Sell them as 1 deal, okay? Walmarts and Home Depot have made a lot of money like this, putting a package together. Put a big package together. You know, you don't get 1 box of Captain Crunch now, you get like a month's worth. Okay? You think that they're not making money on that deal? I guarantee their margin goes up on that deal, not down. All right? So package your product. Accumulate 4 or 5 deals in a Utah marketplace, put them together. There's a gentleman just left here, 30 years. I said, dude, put your 7 deals together, package them as 1, show 1 financial statement, okay? The pig will get lost, the jewels will stand out, people will measure the income, and some doctor, some chiro, some dentist will buy the whole package, particularly if you could fill them up, put the leases in place, fix them, make them all look similar, put a little happy living on the outside. I'm happy. Call it A+ living. We're happy here, okay? And I guarantee you're going to get a premium for that property. Look, if you don't want to go through all the work of finding deals, financing deals, talking to tenants, handling toilets, handling plumbers, insurance, roofs. If you don't want all that, Jeremy, come invest with me, man. Cardone Capital, okay? Cardone Capital. It's a $40 million fund. I'm out buying deals right now. We got 6 or 7, 8 deals in the pipeline. I just lost a deal for $100 million. I'm still trying to get it. I haven't given up on that deal. We lose deals, we get deals, we manage deals, we sell deals, but most importantly, we make money. That's what we do with real estate because that's what I know how to do with real estate. Thanks for watching today. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and like the channel. If you're listening on iTunes or Stitcher, we podcast this, right? Make sure that you let your friends know, hey, don't get an I. Don't get an I. An I stands for idiot. You got to get in the real estate game. Do it with Grant Cardone. He's the best of the best. If it wasn't true, I wouldn't tell you that. And also this, okay? This income game, man, I'm telling you, it's not going to go away. It's a great game to play if you can figure it out. If you don't have time to figure it out, get your money out of the bank, get it out of that 401k, self-direct your IRA or your SEP, your 401. Invest with me. I will never let you down. And let me tell you why. Because I'm not going to let me down, okay? Make that money, guala guala, make it flow. Call Captain Ryan. If you got a deal, send it to Ryan at CardoneCapital.com. CardoneAcquisitions.com, Ryan at CardoneAcquisitions.com. Ryan, it's Ryan at CardoneAcquisitions.com. Okay, he'll have me look at your deal. I'll look at your deal. Just make sure that deal's bigger than at least, like, come on, man. Give me 16 units, huh? Okay, thanks for watching.
Are you an accredited investor with $350,000 in the bank, liquid, earning less than 0.5%? Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. I started with $350,000 years ago investing in multifamily income-producing real estate, and today that real estate is worth over $550 million. That's right, over $500 million that pays me every single month returns of 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, and even 25%. I want you to come partner with me at CardoneCapital.com. If you love real estate, you like passive income, you like positive cash flow, if you like appreciation over long periods of time, if you're willing to be patient, let me go to work for you. Come invest with me. CardoneCapital.com/invest now. This is only accredited investors, $350,000 liquid in the banks. Come invest with me now at CardoneCapital.com/invest now.
There are only 3 concerns homeowners have when they remodel their home. Can I get it to look the way I want? How fast can I get it done? And I want a fair price. At Bay Cities Construction, we handle all 3 up front for you. We get you the best price, the best service on every kitchen, bathroom, home addition, and home upgrade you're looking for right now. Serving all of Southern California, Bay Cities Construction has no hassle pricing. They guarantee the best work and give you a full design concept from start to finish. Come to our office and let's get you started with the best construction you have seen seen yet. Visit baycitiesconstruction.com. That's baycitiesconstruction.com to get started right now. There's only one company you need to know in telecommunications, and that's Bullfrog. Bullfrog is so advanced and so in the future, you don't even need a desk phone anymore to run a business. Integrate right now with what you and your employees already pay for, their cell phone. Run an entire business from there, from group chat to monitoring to call forwarding, and we will guarantee that you never experience a drop call again. You can save an extra $60,000 a year with Bullfrog and the plans that they have for your company. And for your free trial, go to bullfrog.net. That's bullfrog.net for your free trial of this outstanding service. Go to bullfrog.net for your free trial right now. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. Steve Griggs is the best landscaper on the planet and gives you knowledge and data that you can't even find on Google. Featured on Huffington Post, Entrepreneur.com, Grant Cardone TV, Steve Griggs is the entrepreneur built and designed to help you make your home become the lifestyle of your dreams. For more information, visit stevegrigsdesign.com. That's stevegrigsdesign.com. Icon Funding is the leader in creative real estate capital. With millions of dollars available to investors immediately, home flippers and developers, we provide fast, flexible funding and offer a simple and easy approval process. We have terms that are tailored to your needs, and most of our creative lending programs are based on the property value and not your credit. We can have you closed and moving forward in as little as 3 days. Through our no financials required and all credit accepted loan program, along with our reduced rates and fees, we are able to close commercial loans that are outside of conventional lending guidelines. If you want to learn more, go to iconfunding.net. That's iconfunding.net for your free consultation with our experts and professionals. Go to iconfunding.net. Icon Funding is the leader in creative real estate capital.